let's look at the remaining games for Schalke here. And kind of give our panic meter on how we think this is going to go rest of the way. We're going to have to grind out a promotion in this season. Eric said it in the Discord, where this is 2022 vibes, where we were then led by Simon Terodde. We had to grind our results there. We went on a 7-game win streak. It's going to be nail-biting stuff here down the end because we got team. It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet. No easy way to say it. It's a gauntlet down the stretch. How are we doing these games? We'll see how these last 10 games go. March is absolutely decisive for us. I think up and through the end of April, it's like, oh, they're all like difficult games, but March is certainly a lion for sure. We don't get to the lamb state until the season's over, and we know our fate at that point. How confident are you guys in grinding this out? It's going to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts on how you feel of these remaining fixtures in the league for us. And we'll go in order, one by one. You rank them. 10 is an extremely difficult game, 1 being an easy game. Now, you're all Schalke fans. None of these should be 1s. I think by definition, they're all minimum 5 or 6. So we're going to put that there as the baseline. So let's go here. Just finished our game there. Our next game is against Arminia Bielefeld. Currently is in 12th place. What is your ranking on the panic meter with Bielefeld? Scale 1 to 10. 1 easy. Greuther Fürth should have been an easy game. And by easy for Schalke standards, maybe a 4. And it certainly didn't happen that way, did it? But Bielefeld, it should be winnable. Panic meter is too high for Bielefeld. My panic meter for Bielefeld is, I'll put a 6. I'm not bad. Ryan says, or Joseph says, I believe we can rise to the occasion. If we don't win, it goes up to a 10 out of 10. I mean, yeah, for sure. For sure, because I'm sure other teams will get results as well. We can go match day by match day if you want, but that's a little much for this podcast. So mine is a 6 out of 10 in this game. It's a game we should win, but there's enough, considering how we played against Greuther Fürth, how it was helter-skelter against Magdeburg. Anything's possible with Schalke, and so you got to be prepared. At least we're at home against Bielefeld, so that's a 6 out of 10, and that's a low score for me. That's as low as I'm going to give probably. All right, next game after that, it's a primetime game against Hanover. Of course, if we don't win, we're going to demolish Hanover and Darmstadt because Zweite Liga shenanigans. Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth. But Hanover, they're currently 5th in the table, but they're 2 points behind us. Hanover we did really well in the first game against them. Is it fluky? Maybe, I don't know, but it is at home. I'll go 8 out of 10 for Hanover in terms of panic because they're a good team. They're a good team. Again, certainly winnable. That's how I feel that game. It's a strong game. My panic meter is a little bit higher. Like Ryan says, if we lose Bielefeld, my meter is 10 out of 10 in this game and probably the rest of the games. Not even putting the result of Bielefeld in the question. Just looking at Hanover as a team presently, because things change obviously week to week in the league. I'd say Hanover's like 8 out of 10. Like Asynchronous says, lots of quality on the team. I don't think they're the most complete team in the Zweite Liga, but they're pretty dang good. So 8 out of 10 is my panic meter. Let me know in the chat where you guys think, where you feel in Hanover. All right, one of the big games that could be a real decisive point in the second half of the season. Darmstadt at Darmstadt. They've looked better as of late. Obviously not this past weekend because they lost to Dresden 3-1. Where are you guys feeling at Darmstadt? A lot of quality on this team. This is a good team. They got Lidberg, don't they? A very good team. I'll tell you, my panic meter with Darmstadt says best team. Darmstadt's a 10 out of 10 panic for me. Good team. Really good team. I don't know what Schalke will play. I know a good Darmstadt's going to play. So we'll see. I mean, as Ryan said earlier, we could lose the game against Bielefeld and go and truck Hanover and Darmstadt for all we know. But Darmstadt's an absolutely serious game. Not that Hanover or Bielefeld are, but Darmstadt is one of the best teams. And they were unlucky in Dresden, yes. So Darmstadt's a 10 out of 10 for me. Karlsruhe, they're not in the top 5, but they're in the top 10. It's at home for us. Karlsruhe's a good team. I'm going to give them 7 out of 10. My panic meter is a little bit higher, but it's not on the quite comfortable scale. Now, Asynchronous says Darmstadt's the best team in the league. I feel Elversberg was the best team when they had their star striker before they sold him in the winter. But Elversberg, we go to Elversberg for our game. That's another 10 out of 10 game. Maybe a 9 out of 10. I'll say 9 out of 10 that game. Just because they haven't been quite themselves in the second half of the season after they stole their star player. Darmstadt's probably the best team. But Elversberg are not far off. In terms of other complete pieces outside the striker, they're as good as anybody else. This is a really well-managed team. They're really good at home. This is a difficult team. This is 9 out of 10 for me in terms of difficulty, how panicking I am in this game. Munster, middle table team. We see how we've played against lower level teams. We don't necessarily we play to their level. We don't necessarily play how we should. But I'll go 5 out of 10. That's as low as I'll go. 5 out of 10. Elversberg's 50-50, so that's a difficult game for him. But Munster, 5 out of 10 I'll give. All right, Paderborn, currently second in the table. Another good team. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 in terms of panic against Paderborn. They're a really good team. Really good team. All right, keep moving on here. Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf is in the top. Are they in the top 10 or no? They're just outside the top 10. It's a local rivalry. They've had our number in the last several years. I'll go 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Paderborn, the real best. I wouldn't fight you on that. I won't fight you on that. Paderborn's a really good team. Dusseldorf, just because it's a rivalry game, I say that's a 7 out of 10 in the panic meter. It's a good team. Dusseldorf improved, new management. That's what worries me. That's why they're a 7, not just a 5. Our friendly rivals, our friends at Nuremberg, second to last game of the season. Hopefully, we're in a position where they just let us win the game. Based on how the trend has been, you would say this is a low score, 5 out of 10, but I'll say 6 out of 10. It's not a bad team at all. It's a pretty good team. They're in the top 10. They're 7th or 8th, something like that. They're a good team. They just lost this weekend, but they're a good team. I'll go 6 out of 10 for Nuremberg. Nuremberg, all depends on conversion opportunities. Tactically very strong. I agree. And then the last game of the season. Now, if you just look at Braunschweig, you say, oh, it's a 5 out of 10. It's a game we should win. Now, we didn't win in the first half of the season, but what all matters in this game is the table. All the last games should be played at the same time. If we need to win in that game, we probably have to win no matter what, because considering how tight the top 5 is. But if it requires us to get a win, that's a 10 out of 10. I mean, unless we have like a 3-point lead or even a 4-point lead going into that last game, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. If it's anything within 0 to 3 points of us being on top, or within 3 points of the top spot or a automatic promotion spot, it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's Zweite Liga. Schalke has everything about it's the final. It comes down to the final game, and that's what worries me. I hope we can somehow get, knock on wood, get some miracle results and have a nice 4-point lead heading into that game against Braunschweig, and then it doesn't matter. But man, everything tells me it's 10 out of 10 at that point, because promotion will be on the line. Hopefully, we're still in a position to talk about promotion at that point. Depend of Braunschweig's position. Braunschweig is Schalke too. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, Braunschweig are battling for safety from relegation. They are currently in the playoff spot. Now, if they go on a tear and end up in a safety spot, that could be just a cakewalk game. It'll be a bunch of backups. The Schalke second team, and then it should be a 5 out of 10 game, if not less. But if they're anywhere in this relegation fight as they are right now, with 10 games to go, as they were in the first half of the season, it's going to be a difficult game. Again, last game of the season, results matter. Only reason it's 10 out of 10 for me. So if they get relegated, if they get relegated or in the relegation fight, hell, if they're already automatically relegated, they might make it easy for us, right? If they confirm that they're relegated, so let's say they go on a big losing streak here, lose the next 8 games, then they probably don't care about that game. But outside of that, outside of us having a huge lead heading to the last game, that's a 10 out of 10 panic meter for me. But we'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, in the chat. Where are you in the panic meter with these last 10 games to go? 10 games to go. This season has just flown by. All to play for. 5 teams in the hunt for the 2 automatic promotion spots and the 1 playoff spot. Nobody wants that 1 playoff spot. But I'll tell you what, of the teams in the Zweite Liga that are capable of possibly doing the miracle and winning that playoff game in that promotion 3rd spot, you'd want Paderborn or Darmstadt. Those are the 2 best teams presently that could maybe challenge a Bundesliga team, potentially. So, anyway, as Asynchronous says, stay calm.